Our top story this hour, the story of 8-year-old Amahle Thabethe has been making headlines for several months now. She was lured away by an unknown man while playing outside her friend's house in Tsakane. That was back in 2019. 3 years later, and the little girl is still missing. So as part of our special focus on violence against children today, let's bring in my co-anchor, Michelle Craig, who's live to us now from the Teddy Bear Clinic in Johannesburg. And Michelle, Amahle's family is one of hundreds, if not thousands in this country, still desperately hoping that something will be done to bring back their children home safely and alive.
Absolutely. Good morning to our viewers and to you as well, Ayanda. It was on the 6th of April 2019 where Amahle Thabethe was exactly where she was meant to be, playing outside her home with her friends. She's been missing ever since. It's been over 3 years now. In fact, in April of next year, just do the math, it'll be 4 years since she went missing. This morning, we are continuing with our special coverage on the AM report around the kinds of violence being perpetrated against children in South Africa, and of course, kidnapping, abduction falls under that purview. We're going to have a very difficult conversation this morning with little Amahle's uncle, Bongane Nkosi. In fact, he is with us here at the Teddy Bear Clinic alongside Amahle's mom, Nokulunga. Understandably, it is incredibly difficult for her to be a part of this discussion because, Bongane, good morning.
Good morning.
Every time you speak to people like me, to journalists, to police, it's like reliving what happened on the 6th of April 2019.
Exactly, yeah.
So tell us what happened on that day. Take us back to the 6th of April, 3 years ago.
Okay. On that day, and most of the people, they don't know that I was the last person on the family to see Amahle Thabethe. On the family, I was the last person. And Amahle was not taken out on the streets. She was taken inside the yard, playing with friends, the twin friends. So he was not outside. So since from that day, it's been those hard days, you see, especially from my sister. You see, now I'm here because she can't talk. She can't, like, I have to be the one who's strong for all of them in the family because I'm the only brother. You see, so it's been those bad days.
What's the last thing you remember when you saw her that day?
Because I was passing while she was playing there. Then I was trying to hide for her not to see me because if she sees me, she was going to tell them at home that the uncle is around here. So I was trying to hide for her, then she sees me. Then she says, hey, hi. You see, then I say hi, not knowing that she's saying goodbye. You see, that's the last time I saw her on what happened. And for the fact that I'm the last person on the family to see her, I feel like I have to be the one, the first person on the family to get her for them. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm owing all my family Amahle.
It sounds like you were very close to her.
Yeah, I'm the only uncle. I'm very close. We're very close.
Amahle's mom is in the room with us here this morning.
Yes.
And if I put myself in her shoes, I understand why she's not sitting where you're sitting this morning.
Yeah.
Tell us about how the past more than 3 years have been for your sister.
Well, no, like she's in and out hospital. I don't know how many times she goes to hospital in a year, in a month, in and out, in and out. She's having depression. She's sleeping with pills. She can't sleep normally like us. She's sleeping with pills. She's not a normal person. She's just not okay because she's in and out at the hospital every time. A lot of things are happening to her. That's why she can I think if she was on this chair, it was going to be a different story, because sometimes it just goes down and collapses, and you see, shouts Amahle, all of those things. She's just not a normal person anymore. That's why every time she walks out of the gate, there must be someone next to her. Like, I'm here now. She can't just go to the mall alone. You see, that's the situation. She's not normal. She's not normal. She's just not normal.
I'm reading a letter that Nokulunga wrote to Amahle. I think it was published here on News 24. It was in February of this year, I think, that she wrote this letter to her daughter.
Yeah.
And in the letter, it's heartfelt. You can feel her pain in this letter. She talks about every waking moment, thinking about Amahle, missing her, thinking about how many days it's been since she last had her eyes on her daughter. And she also talks about, Bongane, the fact that she believes Amahle is still alive.
Yeah. We all believe that we've got that belief. We can't be that negative about her. We don't know where she is, but you can't say, let's just forget about her, because she's dead. It's been about 3-4 years we don't see her. Then maybe she died a long time ago. You see, even people, they do ask, do you think she's still alive? You see, questions like that. Yeah, we think so. I personally believe that she's still alive. One day I'm gonna see. And even this letter, she wrote the letter to Amahle, but at some time I feel like the letter can go to the people who are around Amahle. Not those people are the ones who have to read the letter, to see the letter, and to feel the letter. It's not just straight to Amahle. You see, even people who know what happened, because I believe there are people who know what happened. They just maybe are afraid. They just don't want to come along and just give them information on what happened. You see, so I feel like the letter must just go to all those kind of people. Yes, it's for Amahle, but it can. I feel like it can just go to all those kind of people. Where she is now.
Someone must have seen something.
That's what I believe. Yeah.
The police investigations, it seems, have stalled. They've not come out with anything new, with any new developments. When was the last time you got an update, your family, from police?
I think it is 3 months or 2 months. I'm not sure from her. I'm just not sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm someone who travels, I was not keeping stuff from me.
Yes.
So I'm just not sure when they came in at home and they give an update. But I know that they do come at home.
Yes.
And give an update. Sometimes they just don't come and say, hey, we've got this situation. You know how police work. They just come and say, we're still investigating. Some situation we can't just tell you. We're still on this situation and this situation.
As always, I suppose the hope is when you do media interviews like this, because it's painful for you to do this, isn't it? Yeah, it's painful for you to talk to another journalist about the worst day of your life.
Yeah.
But the hope is always that someone will see this interview and that there will be something that comes out of it.
Yeah, there is hope. Yeah, there is hope. It's not the first interview. Newspapers, media, and radio stations. It's not the first, but even now, there's no one who came.
Yeah.
There's a reward, but there's no one who came. You see, so you end up not knowing when it's gonna be good days.
Yeah.
You end up not knowing. Like I'm sitting here with you right now. I believe that after this, there's something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Every time. Even if I see it on the newspaper, I've got that belief that there is something that's going to happen. one day. I don't know when, but one day. But it must be soon. Yeah.
Bongane, thank you. Thank you for talking to us. Bongane Nkosi is the uncle to Amahle Thabethe, who was 8 years old when she was abducted right from her front yard. That was in April of 2019. I told you about that open letter that her mother wrote to her. It was just earlier this year. And it says a lot of things about the pain that this parent is going through, and it's the pain of countless others in her position as well in our country. But there's one line in here that I just want to read to our viewers, because Nokulunga, Amahle's mom, says, "I couldn't tell you what date it is today, but I know that it's been over 1,000 days, agonizing days, since I last laid my eyes on you." It speaks to the trauma that this family and so many others continues to go through on a daily basis. With that, Ayanda, it's back to you in studio.